Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students of second year E. I hope you people are fine. I'm your teacher Saima Tanoli with the 17th lecture for civics, and today we are going to start chapter number 3, that is the social service in Pakistan. Open your book on page number 60. What is social service? Social service or social welfare is the responsibility of the society. People living together form a society. People have different needs. Education, health and food and shelter are basic needs of all human beings. While living in a society, people depend on each other. Some people can fulfill their needs at their own and some need help. The practical help provided to the people who need it, this is called social service. It is a material help, or we can say it is a material relief given to the people, and more importantly to influence the change in the life pattern of the poor. The nature of social service may slightly differ from country to country and from society to society. The main purpose of these services is the same, that is to help the people to fulfill unmet needs as well as serve them so that they can develop and achieve to the fullest extent possible. So this is how a welfare state provides social services to its citizens. It is the duty of this welfare state, फलाही मुमलिकत की जो जिम्मेदारी है कि वो अपने लोगों को थ्रू दीज सोशल सर्विसेज, समाजी खदमात के ज़रिए उनके जो भी बेसिक राइट्स हैं उनको वो दें, उनकी एजुकेशन, हेल्थ, जो भी इश्यूज़ हैं उनको सॉल्व करें और उनकी जो भी रिक्वायरमेंट्स हैं उनको फुलफ़िल करें. एट द सेम टाइम टू रेज द स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ द पुअर, दिस इज़ द मेन और द पैरामाउंट टास्क ऑफ द सोशल service or the social welfare. Structure and facilities. Now, generally the term social service applies to the activities which help people in making needed change within the social environment. That is, आपकी जो जनरली एक रिक्वायरमेंट है सोसाइटी में, सोशल एनवायरनमेंट में जिन तब्दीलियों की ज़रूरत है उनको लाने से और उससे सोसाइटी को बेहतर बनाया जा सकता है. These services are provided to the family, the needy groups and general population of the society. Among these groups, there are people who are socially, economically, physically or mentally handicapped, and special groups like children, youth or the aged. These services are performed by the government as well as by non-governmental organizations, that is the NGOs, humanitarian organizations जैसे हमारे पास ईदी वेलफेयर है, and philanthropic peoples. Philanthropic peoples are the people who are providing assistance to the people and at the same time raising the standard and the quality of life for the people. They are providing some kind of remedial support to the people. वो लोगों को किसी न किसी सूरत में माली है या कोई और सूरत में इमदाद कर रहे हैं, मदद कर रहे हैं. Any support, social support, aid or relief work provided to the people of society is called welfare service, and any such activities are called social services. ये social services कहलाती हैं. Those individuals who render such support or aid service are called social worker or the philanthropics. Kinds of social services. Social services are of three different kinds. We have the remedial services. Remedial services, as the name suggests, remedy is the solution. That is, when we have any kind of people are facing any kind of issues, that is, remedial services express the basic humanitarian and social responsibility of society towards people in dire need and distress. When people are facing any kind of immediate need and they are unhappy and they are in a distress, at that time the remedy or solution that is provided to them, these are the remedial services. In case when we are facing any kind of natural catastrophe or any kind of natural calamity, koi आफात आ गई लाइक अर्थक्वेक्स, फ्लड्स, इन दैट केस आपने देखा होगा कि बहुत सारे जो सोशल वर्कर्स होते हैं वो सोशल सर्विसेज और वेलफेयर के थ्रू अपनी जो सर्विसेज हैं वो लोगों को प्रोवाइड करते हैं और उनको डिस्ट्रेस से और मजबूरी से और परेशानी से निकालते हैं। जिसमें सबसे बड़ा नाम जो है वो ईदी वेलफेयर का है पाकिस्तान में। प्रिवेंटिव services seek to lessen the stresses and difficulties of life resulting from social and technological changes. That is, social changes are going, people are moving from one place to another and they don't have any kind of place to live, or any kind of technological changes are there. There are villages where some part of the villages are taken for making the highways or the motorways. In that case preventive services are provided to those people, उनको उसका कोई substitute दिया जाता है for their accommodation, for their living. So these are the preventive services. They try to provide safeguard to meet the problems of individual and families. Supportive services are they deal with educational programs जिसमें लोगों को educate किया जाता है, especially in developing countries like Pakistan. Free compulsory primary education should be given to the children ताकि लोग educated हों, literacy level बढ़े और हम तरक्की कर सकें। उसमें हेल्थ सर्विसेज है। एट द सेम टाइम आपने देखा होगा कि पोलियो ड्रॉप्स के लिए वी हैव दीज टीम्स कमिंग and they are providing door to door assistance to the family members, जिसमें लोगों को बच्चों ला के वो बच्चों को पोलियो ड्रॉप्स देते हैं और ऐसे बहुत सारे काम किए जाते हैं। पॉपुलेशन पॉलिसीज़ हैं जिसके थ्रू पॉपुलेशन को कंट्रोल करने के डिफरेंट सिस्टम्स और स्ट्रेटजीज़ बताई जाती हैं। वी हैव दीज फैमिली प्लानिंग सिस्टम्स एज वेल। Then we have manpower planning and employment and training centers, especially for those youth who are unable to go for higher education as they are in need of a job. For them substitute employment at the same time while they are getting education should be provided to them, or any kind of assistance will be given to them. So these are the different kinds of social services. Now factors that affect the social service or social welfare are that these are the various, we can say, in developed countries we are facing different kinds of factors in which we have growth of population. In the continents of Asia and Africa, where traditional economic and social institutions have been functioning undisturbed for centuries, the dramatic changes trailing technological advances in the industrial and agricultural fields often have led to the breakdown of built-in systems of caring for the individual and the family. So we have this growth of population, that is overpopulation issue in countries like Pakistan, especially in countries like Pakistan and in the continent of Asia and Africa. Then we have changes in the composition of labor force. Pakistan is a agricultural state, but with the passage of time our agriculture need to have this industrial sector also. So because agriculture cannot go without industrial help, as we need to have fertilizers, good seeds for enhancing our agricultural setup. So in that case we need to have different social welfare centers which will be guiding us to go for mechanized or modernized agriculture. देखिए आप पाकिस्तान के अलावा और भी बहुत सारे स्टेट्स हैं लाइक ऑस्ट्रेलिया, and New Zealand, they have very good agricultural setup, और उनकी एग्रीकल्चरल जो है सिस्टम दैट इज़ मोर मैकेनाइज्ड एंड मॉडर्नाइज्ड as compared to Pakistan. They are using different equipment and machinery. So in Pakistan also we have banks like ADBP, Agricultural Development Bank for Pakistan, which is providing soft loans to the farmers to go for mechanized फार्मिंग, जिसमें वो ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा मशीनरी ख़रीदें जिससे ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा काम हो सके. At the same time, we have migration from rural to urban areas. People are moving in search of job, जो कि दही इलाकों से शहरी इलाकों की तरफ आते हैं. In that case, we are facing a lot of problems. At the same time, we have to adjust those people, not only in their rural areas, but when they migrate to the urban areas, we must be providing them with kind of social welfare through which they can be able to adjust themselves in this new scenario of cities or this urbanization. At the same time, changes in the pattern of family life, the close ties of kinship, for example, have provided a measure of economic, emotional and social security in the past, but they could not function effectively in the changed circumstances of today. क्योंकि आज हमारे यहाँ joint family system exist नहीं करता. We have the single family unit जिसमें parents को खुद ही बच्चों को देखना है. In that case, we have to face a lot of problems, जिसमें हमारी बहुत सारे मसाइल सामने आ जाते हैं. और उससे फिर क्या होता है कि we need to have these social welfare centers. Like if a mother is going for a job, she can leave her children in daycare centers where they are taken care of. और फिर वो बच्चों को उस वक्त जब उसकी जॉब ख़त्म होती है वो वहाँ से उनको ले जाती है अपने साथ. So in that cases we need to have these social welfare programs which will be able to help the people in various things. At the same time, through these welfare centers, progress of medical and social services that will be provided to the people, and at the same time that will be showing a great development. Or through these social welfare, the state undertakes to provide some minimum protection against the dangers of death, old age, unemployment, illness or other incapacity. These measures serve in some countries only as a floor of protection. In addition, there are supplement forms of social insurance provided by the employers to the employees benefit societies. Industrial setup में ओल्ड एज स्पेशली या वैसे इंडस्ट्रियल सेक्टर के अलावा कहीं भी एम्प्लॉयमेंट सेक्टर में लोगों को ओल्ड एज बेनिफिट दिए जाते हैं, तो ताकि जो उनको असिस्टेंस दी जाए उसके थ्रू उनकी स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ लिविंग जो है वो एनहेंस हो सके, बेहतर हो सके. जैसे इंडस्ट्रियल एम्प्लॉयमेंट सेक्टर में वहाँ पे यूनियंस होती हैं डिफरेंट, जो कि वहाँ के जो सनती इलाकों के जो मज़दूर होते हैं, वर्कर्स होते हैं, उनको हर तरह की प्रोटेक्शन प्रोवाइड करते हैं अगेंस्ट एनी काइंड ऑफ डेंजर टू देयर हेल्थ और टू देम फिज़िकली. जैसे किसी मशीनरी में उनके साथ कोई हादसा हो गया या कोई चीज़ हो गई, इन दैट केस इंश्योरेंस इज़ प्रोवाइडेड टू दीज पीपल so that there will be security for them. So these are the different things. At the same time, they provide them with life insurance, health insurance and other such kind of assistance. So we can say this social welfare programs may be viewed therefore as the basic layer in a multi-layered system of protection against the we can say dangers of economic life. This bottom layer is likely to be extended in the future into two different ways: through a comprehensive minimum income program of some form, or guaranteeing every person at least a basic income, and also by the broadening of existing programs that cover the particular dangers of death, old age, unemployment and illness. So these are through these social welfare institutes that insurance and life security and kind of pension and other facilities are provided to the people, so that if they are working in a any kind of employment sector, they will be getting the benefit from that for their services. देखिए, आपको जो एक फलाही मुमलकत होती है, एक वेलफेयर स्टेट, वो जब तक अपने सिटीज़न्स को उसकी बेसिक इम्यूनिटीज़, उसकी बेसिक रिक्वायरमेंट्स लाइक फूड, क्लोथिंग, शेल्टर, मेडिकल असिस्टेंस, एजुकेशन, नाउ पहले तो रोटी कपड़ा एक मकान का स्लोगन था, अब बहुत सारी चीज़ें आ गई हैं जिसमें एजुकेशन इज़ वेरी इम्पॉर्टेंट, हेल्थ फैसिलिटीज़ और हेल्थ सर्विसेज आर वेरी इम्पॉर्टेंट. यही वजह है कि अब पाकिस्तान में ड्यू टू दिस प्रोग्रेस ऑफ मेडिकल सर्विसेज, लोगों की जो लाइफ एक्सपेक्टेंसी थी दैट इज़ 62 ईयर्स नाउ, जो कि पहले 45 ईयर्स में ही लोग मर जाते थे जब उनको किसी तरह से भी जो है वो मेडिकल असिस्टेंस नहीं मिलती थी. सो इन डेवलप कंट्रीज़ लाइक अमेरिका और इन चाइना, वहाँ पे जो लाइफ एक्सपेक्टेंसी है दैट इज़ 80 ईयर्स ऑफ एज, 80 साल की उम्र तक वहाँ पे ओल्ड एज जाती है. तो ये सोशल सर्विसेज और मेडिकल सर्विसेज और एजुकेशनल सर्विसेज के थ्रू ही हम लोगों की ज़िंदगी को बेहतर और अच्छा बना सकते हैं. एंड अगेन दिस इज़ द ड्यूटी ऑफ द we can say state, and at the same time it is collectively even our duty, all those people in the state of Pakistan who are well enough or having money and everything, they can provide assistance to people. कहते हैं ना, charity begins at home. तो आप अगर अपने इर्द गिर्द जो लोग हैं उनको किसी ना किसी तरह की सोशल असिस्टेंस या सोशल सर्विस प्रोवाइड कर सकते हैं. सोशल सर्विस सिर्फ माली ही नहीं होती, यू कैन हेल्प देम इन मैनी वेज. लाइक एजुकेशनल सेक्टर में अगर देखा जाए तो आप किसी को पढ़ाई दें, पढ़ना लिखना सिखा दें, आप किसी को अपनी पुरानी बुक्स ही दे दें जो वो पढ़ सकें, और जिनके पास बुक्स नहीं है, तो ऐसी बहुत सारी चीज़ों के ज़रिए हम लोगों को सोशल असिस्टेंस और सोशल सर्विस प्रोवाइड कर सकते हैं. सो बीइंग अ ह्यूमन, दिस इज़ अवर ह्यूमैनिटेरियन ड्यूटी. इंसानियत के नाते ही हमारी एक फ़र्ज़ बनता है कि हम अपने साथ के जो लोग हैं उनकी देखभाल करें, उनकी लुक आफ्टर करें. इफ़ वी हैव एनी नेबर्स और इवन एनी ones around us who are in need of any kind of assistance, we can provide them. So this is all for today. It is a very interesting chapter, that is the social services in Pakistan. For next lesson we will be doing exclusively the social services in Pakistan, वो क्या है और कैसे की जाती हैं. So this is all for today. Thank you very much, and have a nice day. Thought of the day is, our greatest weakness lies in giving up. So never give up, keep on working and keep on making a change. Thank you.